The real secret to controlling budget is actually controlling scope. What is scope? Contrary to popular belief, scope is not everything that you want on your project. Scope is just the piece that you carve out to do. Scope actually can be project related, product related, or timeline related. So scope creep happens when a lot of requests come through that are just on the edge of a project that already has a schedule and a budget. One of the best ways to guard against scope creep is to be pretty clear on your goals at the very beginning of a project. A good way to do that is to do some user testing, market research, or stakeholder surveys. To help keep scope in check, you'll want to have somebody on your team keeping an eye on the high-level goals. So if stakeholders bring new items to the table, that person will be able to manage the value versus the time needed to be added to the project. Another idea is to prototype pages where you're a little bit unsure of how the workflow is going to work. Sometimes scope can be a never-ending list. Just when you cross something off, something else goes on the list at the bottom. A good way to manage a list like that is to keep the 80-20 rule in mind. A lot of the time, 80% of your value comes from just 20% of the features. Sometimes it's important not to reinvent the wheel. Look at similar organizations, see what they're doing. Look at sites with similar user interfaces, see what they look like. Sometimes it's easier to think about a website project as a garden, not as a house. You're going to be going in every season and making changes, pulling out what doesn't work, and adding things in that are new. For more information on controlling scope, check out the blog post below.